See, today we are going to start with the Jensen measure. Yesterday we have done Sharpe and Trenor measure. Okay. See, look at this question number 7. The actual results of the portfolios and market index during last 3 years are given below. Three portfolios are there and market index is there. Average returns is given in the form of percentage and beta is also given. The risk-free rate of return is 9%, means RF. So RF, beta and RM. This is RM. Average return is according to returns, the actual returns that we get. Okay. And market returns are also given 13%. Okay. These are actual returns 15%, 16%, 12%. And this is market returns. What is market index is market returns 13%. Okay, you are required to rank these portfolios according to Jensen's measure of the portfolio returns. Now, how we need to do? First of all, we need to apply the formula of Jensen measure. Always remember the formula of Jensen measure is according to the CAPM method. What is CAPM? Capital Asset Pricing Model. Means according to share price, what is risk attached related to particular security in the market, we need to identify the returns. Okay, and therefore this model is used by Jensen, Michael Jensen. He supports this model. Okay, see, CAPM method is used in Jensen measure. So what is the formula of Jensen measure? RF plus beta, RM minus RF. See, everything is given. You need not worry about that. Now, because there are four things, three portfolios, A, B, C and market index. So you need to calculate for all. Now, let us start with A. See, are you going to do it with me or should I explain first?
Yes, should I explain first?
Should I explain first or you're going to do it with me?
First to explain and then we will write.
Okay, fine. See, calculation of expected returns means ER using CAPM method because Jensen measure always uses CAPM method. Now, what is the formula? Formula has to be returns only once. So, RF plus beta, RM minus RF. This is the formula to calculate the returns. So, we are going to calculate returns. Okay. Now, for A, we are going to do it for A first. So, now see A, beta is 1.2. Can you see the beta? It is 1.2. And RF is same for everyone. A, B, C and market. Risk-free rate of returns is 9%. So here RF is 9 plus beta is 1.2 bracket. What is RM? RM is here in the table. See, this is the column of returns and this is market. So market returns. Market returns is 13%. Means RM, market returns. RM, returns on market is 13%. So here in the bracket you will write 13 minus, again same, RF is 9. Did you understand the
Yes,
values?
ma'am.
So 9 plus 1.2 bracket 13 minus 9. Well, how you will solve? Please be very careful. First, you have to solve the bracket. So 9 plus 1.2 will be same. 9 plus 1.2 will be written as same as it is. 13 minus 9 is 4. So you have to put a sign of multiplication because you are opening the bracket now. As soon as the bracket is opened, you have to use the sign of multiplication. So multiply by 4. Now always remember BODMAS rules. Okay, so first thing has to be multiplied and then addition. I hope you remember all the rules.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so 9 plus
Yes,
will be
ma'am.
written same. Next step, 9 plus will be written same. 1.2 into 4. So 1.2 into 4 is how much? 4
2.8.
4.8. Now you can add 9 plus 4.8 is 13.8%. Now this is returns of A. Similarly, you have to calculate for B. See, RF is 9. RF is same for every portfolio. B, for B, RF is 9 plus beta, you have to check it in the table. Beta of B is 1.5 and RM is 13% for same for everyone. Okay, so beta is 1.5, RM is 13 minus RF is 9. So if you see in the bracket 13 minus 9, 13 minus 9, 13 minus 9, and here also 13 minus 9. Because RM and RF is same for everyone. Only beta changes. Can you see 1.2, 1.5, 0.8?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Only
ma'am.
beta changes in the formula and accordingly answer will also change. So 9 plus 1.5 will be written same. Multiply sign. 30 minus 9 is always 4. And then first you have to multiply, then addition. The answer will be 15%. Similarly, C, portfolio C 12.2% and for market it is 13%. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now he says you have to rank these products. How will I rank? How will I rank? Once I calculate the difference between actual returns and calculated returns. These are my actual returns. In the table, these are my actual returns. I earn these returns 15%, 16%, 12%. Now suppose take an example of A. The actual returns are 15%. I get in my hand 15 percentage returns from A portfolio. But according to CAPM method, according to Jensen measure, how much it was, how much it should be? It should be
13.8.
13.82. But I earned 15 percentage more than what is expected. So here I will calculate the difference between actual and calculated returns. Second step, there are two steps. One is calculation of the returns according to CAPM method formula. And then we have to calculate the difference between actual and calculated returns. Okay, so actual is given in the table 15 minus 13.80, the one which we have calculated. So 15 minus 13.80 is 1.2. Similarly, you have to do it for B and C and market. See, B ka actual returns is 16% and C ka 12, market ka 13. 16, 12, 13. So if you can see actual return 16, 12, 13 and the one that we have calculated is B 15. See here niche 15, C ka 12.2. So like we have written here 12.2 and market is 13. So actual is also 13. Calculated is also 13 for market. So answer will be 0. For C, it will be minus 0.2 because I have got only 12 percentage. And according to Jensen measure, he says you should be getting 12.2. In fact, I am getting lesser than what Jensen measure has calculated. Are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
So minus 0.2. That means the actual returns are lesser than the calculated ones. B is 16 minus 15 is only 1 percentage extra that is earned by me. Okay, and 15 minus 13.8 is 1.2. So the more the better. Returns तो जितने ज्यादा अच्छा उतना जितना ज्यादा उतना अच्छा. ठीक है, तो आपको क्या करना है, रैंकिंग देनी है. 1.2 को फर्स्ट, 1 को सेकेंड, थर्ड होगा आपका 0 और माइनस में जो जा रहा है वो फोर्थ होगा. एटलीस्ट ये 0 तो है, माइनस में तो नहीं जा रहा है. जितना मैंने सोचा था उतना तो मिल रहा है. सो 0 डिफरेंस. बट ये तो बिल्कुल माइनस में जा रहा है, जितना सोचा उतना मिल ही नहीं रहा है, उससे कम मिल रहा है. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू जेंसन मेजर, who has outperformed? Which portfolio has outperformed?
Portfolio A.
Portfolio A. So did you understand how to calculate?
Yes, ma'am.
This is the method that we have to follow in all throughout the sums. Wherever they will be asking you Jensen measure. Is that very clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so do it. Yes, I hope the screen is visible. Remember, the RF is 9% and RM is 13%. Only beta changes. Okay. I'm giving you 5-7 minutes to copy down the solution part, and then we will begin with the next question. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, have you completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall we start with the next question? Eighth one.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Look at this eighth question now. Portfolio XYZ is given with market index. Average returns are given. Betas are different. In each one of them, beta is different. Risk-free returns is 8%, means RF is 8%. Calculate according to Jensen's measure, the returns according to Jensen's measure, and rank these securities. So let us quickly start. See calculation of expected returns using Jensen's measure with CAPM formula. RF plus beta, RM minus RF. Let me explain once and then you can begin with the solution part. I mean writing down. RF is already given 8% and it would be same for every portfolio that is given in your question. 8% would be same for every portfolio. So if you can see 8, 8, 8 everywhere in the market also. In market index also RF is 8%. Okay. Beta is changed everywhere. So RF plus beta. So A 0.67, B 0.85. Go on checking with each one of them. Z is 0.90 and market is 1.0. So market has beta 1.0 in the formula as well. Bracket RM minus RF. If you see in the bracket, everything is same. Everywhere 10 minus 8. RM is 10. So in the table, market index is given average returns. So RM means returns on market is 10%. And RF is 8%. So 10 minus 8 everywhere in the bracket. For each one of them means X, Y, Z and market. Yes. So let me take an example of X. 8 plus 0.67 will be written same. Multiplied by, open the bracket, 10 minus 8 is 2. Now first multiplication, then addition. So 8 plus will be written same until we solve the multiplication. 0.67 into 2 will be 1.34. So 1.34 plus 8 is 9.34. Similarly, you have to solve for Y, Z and market. And after that, you have to rank the products, rank the portfolios. So to rank, you have to deduct, you have to calculate the difference between actual and calculated returns. So actual means with the ones that are given in the table. X का actual returns कितना है? Come on, quickly. X का actual
12%.
return 12. And how much is
12%.
calculated?
9.34.
9.34%.
9.34. Similarly, Y का 16 actual है और calculated 9.7 है. Z का actual
9.70.
20 है और calculated 9.8 है. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
मार्केट का actual 10 है और calculated कितना है? 10. तो मार्केट का तो 0 आ जाएगा और XYZ का आप देख लेना कितना आ रहा है और किसका ज्यादा आ रहा है उस हिसाब से आपको रैंकिंग देनी है. मेरे ख्याल से यहाँ पे भी X का 2.66 है. इन्होंने ना रैंकिंग में मिस्टेक की है. हाँ, और Y का 6.3 है और Z का 10.20 है और Z का मार्केट का 0 है. सो फर्स्ट इज 10.20. फर्स्ट इज Z वाला. सेकंड इज 6.3 मतलब Y एंड थर्ड रैंक दिया गया X को, बट इसमें गलती से यहाँ पे फर्स्ट लिखा है. फर्स्ट रैंक दे दिया X को और Z को भी फर्स्ट दे दिया. तो आप ध्यान देना, प्रिंटिंग मिस्टेक है बुक में. X को कौन सा रैंक है? Come on, tell me. Z है आपका 10.2, Y है 6.3, X है 2.66. तो फर्स्ट किसका है? फर्स्ट
थर्ड का पोर्टफोलियो जेड।
Z. और सेकंड रैंक किसका है?
वाई का कितना है मैम अमाउंट?
Oh God, अभी तो दिखाया 6.3.
सेकंड है, वाई सेकंड आएगा।
तो सेकेंड है मैम वाई।
और X हो जाएगा आपका थर्ड,
थर्ड।
क्योंकि सबसे कम है X का. यहाँ पे प्रिंटिंग मिस्टेक है. ठीक है. और फोर्थ हो जाएगा मार्केट का, क्योंकि मार्केट
मार्केट
का 0 है.
इंडेक्स
So according to Jensen measure, which portfolio has outperformed?
जेड।
Z. ठीक है, स्टार्ट करो. चलो, come on, begin with your solution part. I'm giving you 5 minutes. Huh? Have you started?
Yes
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.